Hello everyone. So first, let us introduce our team. We are from Cross Team. I'm Clara.
I'm Okta.
I'm Sam.
So here we're gonna presentation about our project, and our project name is Save,
Communicate.
And rescue.
in short, SCAR. So let's the presentation begin.
Our software project name is SCAR, Save, Communicate, and Rescue. Project background. Indonesia geography situated on the equator and within the Pacific Ring of Fire. Exposed into frequent natural disasters like earthquakes, tsunami, volcanic eruption, landslide, and floods. This even led to loss of life, infrastructure damage, and significant economic setbacks. Post-disaster recovery present challenges including lack of access to information, coordination issues among government, NGO, and communities, and delay in assistance delivery, hindering efficient recovery efforts. Urgency of problem-solving project. This application was created and developed in order to overcome problems that are often encountered by the community after a disaster occurs to maximize recovery, such as first, providing timely information on evacuation site and center and urgent needs. Second, facilitating direct communication among users like disaster victim, volunteer, and government official. Third, enabling nationwide participation in recovery effort and donor or volunteers. 5. Allowing Indonesians to contribute to fundraising or make direct donation to aid organization. Last, ensuring transparent by information donor about how their funds are utilized.
This work will be done once and will not be needed in near time, which is include registration or login. User registers a new account or login into an existing account. Number two is filling in personal data. User fills in personal information such as name, address, emergency contact, etc. And the third is validation. The user's personal data is verified to ensure validity. When you open the app, you will immediately presented with the main feature, which is can be used repeatedly. The features include Find Me. User can activate the Find Me feature to show their current location to rescuers and family. Number 5 is Disasters Countermeasures. User can access brief information on what to do in the event of a disaster, such as evacuation step and first aid guide. The 6 is Community. User can connect with rescue teams, fellow victims, and family through forums and chats. And the 7 is Pinpoint Map. User can view maps of disaster affected area and important locations such as evacuation centers, hospital, and evacuation routes. Donation tab. User can help disaster victims by providing in-kind or financial assistance. Financials and activity track tab. User can view the financial footprint and activities that have been carried out by disaster management organization to ensure administrative transparency. And the 10th is Education tab. User can access up-to-date information on natural disaster, knowledge on disaster mitigation, disaster-prone areas, and track records of past natural disasters. Benefit and evidence. The benefit is latest post-disaster information. User can easily access up-to-date information on post-disaster situations such as evacuation site, aid posts, and urgent needs. This helps disaster victims get help quickly and appropriately. Number 2 is direct communication. The app enables direct communication between users such as disaster victim, volunteer, and the government officials. This accelerates coordination and efficiency in post-disaster recovery efforts. Number third is community participation. All Indonesians can take part in the recovery, either as donor, volunteers, or providing direct support. This increases solidarity and active participating in helping others. And fund transparency. The app provides transparency of information to donors about the use of the funds they donate. This increases donor trust and security in providing assistance. For the advantage, we have simple and interactive design. This simple and interactive design makes it easy for users to interact with the app, thereby enhancing the overall user experience. Community connection. Features such as instant messaging and discussion forums form strong community connection between users, facilitating information exchange and coordination in recovery efforts. Local and updated information. The app provides updated information on the disasters, including input from local users, ensuring that the information is relevant and accurate. And transparent administration. A transparent donation platform and user data validation process increase accountability and user trust in the app. Education. The multi-teaching features helps raise awareness about disasters, their impact, and how to deal with them, thereby increasing the level of disaster preparedness. For feasibility analysis, for the introduce, we are the cost group with members Clara Monica, Okta Safiri, and Samuel Ananta. We create the following feasibility analysis for our system project, namely SCARS, Save, Communicate, and Rescue. The system proposal is listed along the with detailed feasibility study. For the first one is technical feasibility. Familiarity with the application SCAR aims to address post-disaster challenge in Indonesia by providing timely information, facilitating communication, and encouraging community to participate in recovery efforts. In Indonesia, the need for such solution is urgent, which increasing awareness of the importance of technology in emergency situations. Risk. A medium level of familiarity with the app due to user experience with the app emergency situations during the pandemic, but may still pose challenge. This can be overcome with effective user training and awareness campaigns. Familiarity in technology. SCAR development requires expertise in software engineering and related technologies such as GPS and messaging protocols. Indonesia has a fast-growing technology market, but accessibility in remote areas remains a challenge. Risk. Varying degrees of familiarity with the ability of certain technologies may cause implementation problem, but Indonesians skilled workers and improved structure may reduce this risk. Project size. The SCAR project is of significant scale, but will involve a relatively small team estimated to be less than 10 people with business over involvement. The project time limit is limited to the emergence of new disasters that emerge with high frequency, so organized size system is needed, thus demanding a shorter development cycle. Risk. Medium. As effective resource management and tight project deadlines will be the key of success. Compatibility. Integrating SCAR with existing technology infrastructure in Indonesia such as internet networks and database is critical to its effectiveness. Success depends on the readiness of Indonesians technological infrastructure, which can affect service availability and stability. Risk moderate. Compatibility issue may arise but can be resolved through testing and collaboration with the IT expert. In conclusion, the technical feasibility analysis that the SCAR project is feasible and can be implemented successfully in Indonesia with proper planning, resource management, and collaboration with local stakeholders. Addressing identified risks through appropriate strategies will increase the likelihood of project success. and enables SCAR to fulfill its important role in disaster management and recovery efforts in Indonesia. For economic feasibility, there is an account book that has been in the PowerPoint. For the return on investment, the SCAR's ROIs will be in around 80%, with the break-even point around 1.5 years, with intangible benefits is to save more lives, to increase the public opinion, to make it easier to data flow for research purpose, and strengthen the accountability in users' well-being and citizens. Organizational visibility. From organizational point of view, this project carries little risk. The objectives of this project, which is to deal with disasters and disaster victims, is in line with the objective of the National Disaster Management Agency (BNPB). By making it easier for information to appear and circulate, it can make it easier for teams to collect data and move effectively. With government cooperation, this project has project champion, Doctor of Engineer Raditya Jati, Magister of Science, as head of the BNPB Data and Data Centers. Doctor of Engineer Raditya Jati, Magister of Science, on a position to sponsor this project and have more than enough experience to manage data and information if necessary. System supervisors, victims, donors, or volunteers are expected to feel safer and more informed with the SCAR application, and with assistance and outreach by the government, it is hoped that every citizen will have an application on their smartphone so that information circulation can be utilized by organizations.
Hi, I'm Clara, and now I'm gonna explain about the system request from SCAR. So, SCAR is the name of our project. SCAR is Save, Communicate, and Rescue. And for the project sponsor, we have Dr. Insinyur Raditya Jati M Science, or as head of Pusdatin Data Center at the National Disaster Management Agency, or in Indonesian is BNPB. And for the business need, the SCAR project aims to address post-disaster challenge in Indonesia by providing timely information, facilitating communication, and encouraging community participation in recovery efforts. The project is crucial due to the increasing awareness of the importance of technology in emergency situations, especially in a disaster-prone country like Indonesia. And for the business requirement for SCAR. So first, what the system will do. The SCAR system is designed to address post-disaster challenge in Indonesia by providing comprehensive support and resources to affected communities. It serves as a centralized platform for disaster management, facilitating communication, coordination, and assistance efforts during and after disaster. So, the system aims to first provide real-time information on disaster situation, including evacuation location, relief center, and urgent needs. And second, enable direct communication between users, including disaster victims, volunteers, and government officials, to enhance effectiveness in rescue and recovery operation. And third, engage the entire Indonesian community in disaster response and recovery efforts, allowing individuals to participate as donors or volunteers. And fourth, facilitate fundraising and donation campaigns, ensuring transparency in fund utilization to build trust among donors. And fifth, educate users about various aspects of disaster, their impact, and mitigation strategies through interactive learning models. So, for the explanation to the profile committee, the SCAR system is a vital tool for enhancing disaster management and community resilience in Indonesia. By leveraging technology, SCAR addresses critical challenges faced during and after disaster, including information dissemination, coordination among stakeholders, and resource mobilization. The system features enable timely response and efficient allocation of resources, ultimately saving lives and minimizing the impact of disaster. SCAR aligns with national disaster management objectives and has the potential to significantly improve the country's disaster preparedness and response capabilities. Also, for the features and capabilities, first we had real-time information updates. It provides up-to-date information on disaster situation, including shelter location, at distribution centers, and emergency contacts. and integrated data from the Meteorology, Climatology, and Geophysics Agency, or in Indonesian is BMKG, and user generates reports for comprehensive coverage. And second, we have direct communication channels. It enables instant messaging between users, including disaster victims, volunteers, and government responders, for efficient coordination and information change. Facilitates community forums and discussion boards for sharing experience, resources, and support. And the third, community engagement. It allows individuals to participate as donors or volunteers, contributing resources or assistance based on their capabilities and availability. Encourage community involvement through fundraising campaigns, donation drives, and volunteer recruitment initiatives. And fourth, transparency and accountability. Ensures transparency in donation management by providing donors with visibility into how their contributions are utilized. Implements robust tracking and reporting mechanism to monitor fund and allocation project outcomes. And fifth, educational resource. So it offers multimodal learning materials, including articles, video, interactive quizzes to educate users about disaster preparedness, response procedures, and risk mitigation strategies. It provides access to real-life case studies and historical data to enhance user understanding of past disasters and lessons learned. And by incorporating these features and capabilities, the SCAR system empowers communities to effectively respond to disaster, fostering collaboration, resilience, and ultimately saving lives. And for the business value, it improves post-disaster management and community resilience, enhances coordination, communication among stakeholders, increase safety and awareness for end user, and alignment with national disaster management objectives. And so for the special issues, first, budget constraint. The project needs to be cost-effective and within allocated funds. And second, compliance with legal requirement. It's adherence to the data privacy laws and regulation is essential. And for the deadline, timely delivery is critical due to the frequent occurrence of disaster. So that's the system request we had for the SCAR project. And next, we're gonna move to the features that we have in SCAR. And now I'm gonna explain about the top features that we had in SCAR system. First, simple and interactive design. So, it helps users easily navigate the application. Users will encounter commonly recognized icons, make it easier for them to explore various provided features. And second, connected community. So we have instant messaging feature. So this feature enables direct communication between disaster victims, volunteers, and government officials, also other users. It facilitates effective coordination and real-time information exchange. And we have MAN discussion forum. This feature utilizes MAN or Metropolitan Area Network connection to record and interact with other users in the local area. By not relying on one or wide area network, maintenance costs are reduced, errors are minimized, and data traffic flows smoother. And we have Find Me feature. It provides various tools that users can use in specific situations such as GPS location, one-tap dialing, and sound playback. This helps users quickly find assistance or information they need. And we have sound jamming. So when users activate the Find Me feature, they will be given the option to activate sound jamming. Once enabled, the device will emit disruptive noise, which will assist rescue teams in detecting the user's whereabouts. Rescue teams can monitor this disruptive sound signal using available sound detection device. And we have lens spamming. So the lens spamming feature will be activated automatically when user activate Find Me. The device will actively search for and utilize various types of available line connection such as Wi-Fi, direct Wi-Fi, hotspot, and Bluetooth to provide and receive signals for the user whereabouts. And third, we have localized information. So first, regular information update. The application regularly downloads information from the BMKG or Meteorology, Climatology, and Geophysics Agency system and accepts input from local users to update information on the occurring disaster. This ensures that the provided information remains relevant and up-to-date. Second, we have Pinpoint Map. This feature allows users to view a map with marked location of the nearest shelters or medical centers. Users can also mark location they desire on the map. This aids in navigation and finding critical location during emergencies. Fourth, transparent administration. Transparent donation platform. A transparent donation platform makes it easy for users to donate and view financial transaction history conducted by the system to prevent fraud. This builds user trust in the platform and ensures proper fund utilization. And we have registration form. It allows users who are financially or physically affected by natural disaster to change their status to disaster victim, and allow users to volunteer to help to change their status to volunteer. This facilitates coordination and resource allocation more effectively. And 5, we have education resource. So it's multi-type of teaching. This feature allows users to learn through various methods such as reading, listening, watching, and playing. It aims to raise awareness about disaster, their impact, and how to respond to them. By providing various learning methods, the application ensures that educational materials are accessible and understandable by various types of users. The combination of this feature makes the application a comprehensive platform in disaster management, facilitating community engagement, and providing crucial information, assuring transparency and promoting disaster in education. So that's the top or super features that we have in SCAR system. And next we're gonna move to the use case for SCAR system. And now I'm gonna explain about the use case in system SCAR. So the actors, there are 4 actors: first, user, admin, volunteer, and victim. And let's break down the use case based on the actor in the system. So the system will allow users to register, log in, and select roles. Users can register for an account on the system and select their role from admin, volunteer, or the victim. And user can log into the system using their registered credential. And for admin management, admin can manage data and information related to the disaster and users. This includes verifying and validating user data. And for the access information education, volunteers can access information and educating about disaster. This involves learning about various disaster-related topics. And volunteers can take tasks related to the disaster management and relief efforts. And volunteers also can report situations or incidents related to the disaster for appropriate action, and can use the Find Me feature to share their location and the chat feature to communicate with other users. And for the pinpoints on the map, volunteer can use the pinpoints on the map to mark important locations such as shelters or medical centers. And victim can access features related to search, call, and rescue for assistance during disaster. Victim also can request assistance through the system and receive help from volunteers or authorities. Victims also can view the history of assistance they have received through the system. This diagram also shows some extensions and includes, such as an include is a mandatory step that is always part of a use case. For example, admin and volunteer have an include that says verify and validate user data. This means that both actors must perform this step to be able to use the system. Extern are optional steps that can be performed or not performed depending on the situation. For example, there is an extend from the use case that is access information and education to make a donation and view fund usage history. This means that volunteers can optionally choose to donate money and view their donation usage history. Thank you for your kind attention and goodbye!